Thanks for joining us. I'm in the chat. You tune into the market beast, Napoleon, macro. All right, so a lot is going on in the Bitcoin market. I'm going to put your mind at ease. This video is going to blow your mind at how simple the charts are and what to put on the chart in order to determine whether or not Bitcoin is moving lower before November the 14th. If the title suggests November the 14th, I'm going to explain in great detail and very simple to understand why I have that date on the thumbnail, if it's there, right? And how simple it is to understand what's going to happen next in this video by looking at the weekly candles, the RSI, and very simple structures, bases, and RSI lowest points. We'll get into the details here, guys. Buckle up. So welcome back, loyal family. If you're new here, we only explore price action. Thanks for sticking around, my loyal subscribers. Let's go ahead and dive right into the charts here. So today's November the 9th, 2022, and the current price of Bitcoin, $16,756.00, slightly negative 9.6% for the day. Okay. Seriously, guys, this is so simple. It's so simple. Hopefully you guys are doing well, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are selling. I'm not selling Bitcoin, not right now. All right, so as you can see on the screen, it looks pretty simple, hopefully. I've developed these small little, well, I didn't develop, I just kind of pointed out these small ranges or bases, you can refer to them as I look for my arrow here. What we're going to do is just kind of make this simple in how November the 14th, the little bases here, guys, 2, 3, okay? You see the red line? The red line represents the lowest point on the RSI on the weekly. Remember, we're looking at weekly candles, guys, okay? Stick with me. Please stick with me. This is going to make so much sense. Red line represents the lowest point, the lowest dip on the RSI, okay? Over here to present day, we're going to start in the past, right? So that we can work our way to the present to put one alert on your chart to determine if the market is moving lower here or if this is a buy-in opportunity. All right, so we've explained we have the base. Okay, we got 3 bases that we're going to refer to and just kind of look at, see if we understand it. Lowest point, RSI dip. Green line represents a retest or a no retest. Okay, so let's just go ahead and start back in the day. Let's get right into it here. All right, so back in 2015, about February-ish. Let's take a look at the base here. Again, weekly candles, and for those of you who have been with us for some time, note that to find a base, the only thing that you're focusing on is the candles bodies. Okay, the candles bodies. All right, weekly candles here set up. All right, so let's just zoom in here. All right, so you notice back in 2015, the market went down. Okay, really nice little range here that the weekly candles formed. Okay, looking at the candles bodies. All right. And let's just focus our attention on the lowest point, this red line here. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the RSI so that you can visually see that it aligns with the lowest point, okay? This is weekly candles, guys. Stick with me, okay? Lowest point on the RSI, which corresponds with about 27.54, okay? Keep that in mind. Now, while we're down here in the RSI, I want to remove everything, okay? Look at this chart, okay? What you'll notice about this is that this is, again, the lowest point. The RSI has, when it dips low like this, remember it went down like 27.54, forget about the number, but visually take a picture of this, what you're looking at, okay? This, all right? The weekly RSI does not, like double dip. Let's use that reference for now till we get to our present price action. The weekly RSI does not and has never double dipped after dipping below the 30 point. Okay, this is the 30 point. All right, 30 point. Okay, stick with me. Now, since we both can see on the chart, clear as crystal, that the RSI did not, at least back in 2015, double dip below this white line right here. Okay, it did not double dip below that 30 level. We can say that, okay, it did not double dip. The RSI dipped below one dip. Okay, singular dip, and then it continued to make divergences, but I don't want to complicate things, guys, but the RSI continued to walk up the stairs. Okay, so let's remember, no double dip, walk up the stairs. Yes, all right, perfect. So let's go and get back to the price action, see where we are. Okay, so hopefully we're clear. The RSI red line lowest point, consolidation range. Okay, this green line represents a retest. It's actually supposed to be right here because it's let me just get a zoom in here. Okay, the retest is just simply measuring. I want to erase everything. I really want this to hit home with you guys. The retest represents this level right here. You see this candle's body over here? This candle, like this area here, aligns with the lowest point on the RSI. I'll bring it back. Okay, you see that? It aligns with the lowest point on the RSI, the candle's body. Okay, so let's go ahead and erase it again. Right there. Now notice how this candle dips below the candle's body here. I'll put a line there so that we're all clear. It's gonna be a long video, sorry guys, but I really want to drive this home. I know a lot of people are like emotional and going through everything, but just take a step back, guys. Okay, candle's body right there, that blue line. Now notice how it dips. Okay, it retests. Okay, this is the retest right there on that weekly candle. Get rid of those 1 minute candles for now. Okay, that's the retest. This retest represents a wick through the horizontal line of this lowest points RSI's candle's body. Okay, hopefully I made that crystal clear. All right, we're gonna move on here. So that's the that's my whole setup here, guys. Lowest point on the RSI, base, retest, move higher. Okay, RSI, walk up the stairs, no double dipping below the 30 level, rip to the upside. This video is not insinuating that the market is ready to rip, guys. I'm still developing. Let's move on over here, guys. But I'm still like just kind of monitoring everything. I need more price action to determine what's going to happen next. So please stick with me. Let's go ahead and go over to the next example, which is right here, November to 2018-ish. We got the same setup, the base. All right. We got the weekly candles still on the chart. All right. Right there. You see the base. All right. Let's go down to the RSI. Same thing, guys. Remember what we went over. Let's erase everything. Dipped below that 30 level. Okay. And it never retests. Okay. There's no double dip. There's no, like kind of go below that 30 level again. No, it walked up the stairs and it ripped to the upside. Okay. Hopefully we're clear on that. All right. The RSI did not double dip below that 30 level. Let's do the same thing that we did with the previous example with the red line. Okay, aligning with the lowest point on the RSI, aligning with the weekly candles bodies. Notice that we do not have a retest here. Okay, this is not a retest. Okay, so why am I like referring to this if it's not a retest? I want everyone to pay attention to what the price action does in relation to the RSI after the weekly RSI has the lowest point test. Does that make sense? I'll explain that one more time. When the RSI goes below that 30 level, okay, align with the price. You see the price aligns with the lowest point on the RSI. Weekly candles, guys. This is not the 1 minute stuff. When that happens, the price does not close below the corresponding price with the RSI's lowest point. I'll say that again. Let's erase everything, guys. I think I'm making sense to everyone, but I just want to make sure that one person who just happened to hear my voice for the first time, like, dude, what is this weird lines you got? This makes no sense. It's all about China, blah, 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 and Binance and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Lowest point on the RSI right here. Lowest point on the RSI corresponds with the candle's bodies on the price. Okay, so when that happens, you put a horizontal line on the candle's body. You see what I did there? I put that horizontal line on that candle's body corresponding with the lowest point on the RSI. The RSI made a divergence, but don't confuse things. It did not double dip below that 30 level. The RSI walked up the stairs and it ripped to the upside. Okay, but in this example, we do not have a retest. Okay, there is no retest. That's fine. That doesn't change anything. Again, the only thing we're looking for is the RSI to dip below 30 and walk up the stairs. And the price continue to respect the close of the corresponding lowest point of the candle's bodies. Hopefully, again, this is making sense. All right, let's pull up our original lines and get over to present day, as this is a very lengthy video, but hopefully we're clear on this, guys. Lowest point, RSI. Corresponding price, candle's body, never a retest, and it continued to tear. All right, let's go on over to the present day and see where we are And notice how I have question marks all over the place. Please do not get your lawyers involved saying that Napoleon said that this is the bottom, it's the base, and we're going to rip to the upside. No, guys. I'm saying that right now. I have found the base. All right. It's not a secret. There's nothing secretive about what I'm pulling up here. All right. Let's make sure we're aligned pretty good right there. Okay. And the red line, of course, represents the lowest point corresponding with the RSI. Okay. Right here. Lowest point. It is slightly different, guys. I will say this, okay, before we even get into everything, I want to show you something, that how it is slightly different this time. You know I'm going to get that in the conversation. It's different this time, Napoleon. You're wrong, bro. It's different. The market's going to crash. Maybe it is. I don't care. I will continue to buy and until further notice, okay? All right, so this little range here. I noticed that the RSI actually dipped below the 30 level. I think I measured 35 days. That is, that's different. Okay, it is different in the sense that the RSI dipped below this white dotted line here for more than 14 days. That is different, guys. I'm not going to ignore the fact and try to make it seem like I'm a genius and it's going to get bullish here in the short term. Again, I need more price action. Okay, it is different. So that 35 days below the level, a little V shape here. I don't know if you guys can see that. This is a V shape, okay? It spent less than 14 days below that 30 level, okay? That is different, and it's noteworthy. And, of course, the last example back in 2015, I really want to get technical with you guys, or interesting, get with my interesting analysis with you guys and show you that it is slightly different. And according to the RSI, on that dip below that 30 level, okay? It was a little bit more swift back in the day, and it did take a little bit longer present day here. So that's one, I guess, red flag, okay? Or it is something to take note of, okay? Not a red flag, all right? Let me make sure I'm careful with my verbiage here. So, explaining all of that information, the only thing that I will be setting on this video right now to determine whether or not the market is moving lower, okay? So, of course, we have this green line here. We've already verified that the weekly has had its lowest point for now. Can the RSI go lower? Absolutely. Yeah, if this market setting up to crater, yeah, it will go lower. Do I think it's going to go lower? I'm not sure yet. I don't think so, but let's let the market decide that, not me, okay? But we can all agree and say that for, let me move these lines out of the way. Hopefully you guys see this. Okay, so hopefully we can all agree and say, yes, Napoleon, the lowest point on the RSI on the weekly, it reached about 2573, okay, right here. This is the lowest point. So the only thing that I'm going to do right now in the video is put a alert right over here. Just click this little button right here for the weekly RSI on 30. Alert, add your RSI. That's it. So essentially what I just did is, if I receive an alert for the RSI to double dip. Remember, we just verified there has never been a double dip. There's never been a double dip. Okay. So essentially, if I do not get an alert for the RSI to reach this 30 level, correspondingly, what would happen before the weekly close, which has about 4 days and 5 hours. If you look to the right here, about 4 days and 5 hours. What you're going to notice is, let's pull up my little thingamajiggy here. What you're going to notice is the weekly will likely close above this level right here. I can't say this level. It's more like this lowest point candle's body here. So it'd be something like here. So again, I'm not saying this is going to happen, guys. What I'm saying, in order to determine whether or not the price action in the past will likely reflect what will happen here present day, what we need to see in a bullish case is this price close above 19,000, about 92. Okay. That's before, I guess, midnight or something of November the 14th, 2022. If Bitcoin can do that, then it appears that Bitcoin buyers are attempting to hold this base, okay, potential base with a question mark, and eventually hold 19,000 and move the markets higher. If that does not happen, things could get pretty interesting here in the short term, guys, okay? All right. 10K potential, the only YouTube channel who was open to something like that when the price was above 40,000. No bandwagon here, guys. Everybody's saying it could go below 10,000 now. Okay, I'm not no bandwagon, guys. If everyone's saying it's going to happen, then I'm looking for the opposite. All right, so hopefully we're clear. We found the lowest point on the RSI. Let's go ahead and summarize everything here. We found the lowest point on the RSI. The RSI has never in the past double dipped below that 30 level. If the past can give us some sort of guidance here in the future, then that will likely play out again, and the price action will a reflection of this in the price action will be the price will close above 19,000 before November the 14th, making it appear that the buyers are attempting to set up here to turn things around, hold this structural potential base, and move the markets to the upside. All right. That's all I have for you, wonderful folks. Hopefully you guys can appreciate my detailed, very careful verbiage in this video, and it's not insinuating the markets are going up or down. I need more price action to determine this. I will continue to buy Bitcoin here, guys. I'm telling you. I'm not gonna I don't get shaken out of the market or get like, antsy or crying and all that other emotional stuff that other people do with Bitcoin. This is a long-term investment for me. Hopefully, let me know what do you invest in Bitcoin for? Are you doing this for the long term? Are you doing this to buy a Lambo next week? That information down in the comment section, and we'll close it out here, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that. So, and for my detailed observation here, go ahead and leave an appropriate thumb below the video if you enjoyed the content, and leave a comment so that the YouTube algorithm can promote this video on the channel. Thank you for your kind continued support. If you guys are new, we also explore the traditional stocks from time to time, so you can kindly join us here on this interesting journey, and we'll send that out to you momentarily. Welcome in. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for your time. Remember to always have, before you enter, keep that positive, calm, collected strategy, energy flowing. We'll talk soon, and bye for now, guys and gals.